Hey guys, we're back. So yeah, I got money. I went down 3 times, so we're gonna buy 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. Okay, we're one short, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna put one here, and then go to Nemi. Oh, if we sell stuff, we'll have enough. Maybe. Possibly. Unlikely though. I think we're good. One moment. Let me just move one of these. Yep. Yeah. The main goal is to have 3 red charms on Nemi and yeah, all the rest of the stuff. Just one more for Nemi and it's fine. I think we're good. We want to save a little bit of money. We can always gather later. You already told me this. And we do have a medic in our party, so it's fine. So I want to buy a little bit of medicas. That'll be enough. Just for emergencies. Even though we do have a medic in our party. If the medic runs out of TP or faints, it's always nice to have emergency healing items. So we save. So there we go. Now we're finally ready to go down and actually excuse me, do some dungeon delving. If you would notice, our front line has way more HP than our back line, and that would be really useful. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's start off by going to all the... Wait, let's go back. I totally forgot we could turn in the quest in Radha Hall, which we will do. Let's report our results. We've received word from our soldier that you completed your map. Well done! We acknowledge and recognize your status as true explorers from this point on. You belong to the Delhi Knights Guild, correct? Let me give you the standard reward. Take this to Shileka's Goods. She'll sell you items necessary for your adventures. Stock up there and work hard to explore the labyrinth for here on out. We got the Radha note and 500 and tall, which is the currency of this game. I know I'm a bit late to say that, but so we talked to her. Oh yeah? That reminds me, you got permission from the Radha? Show her Radha's letter. Even without it, I wanted to sell you my goods, but I promised Radha that I'd stick to that. Here, this is the warp wire. If you're lost or about to die using it, her accent is hard. Use it to warp out of the labyrinth. I tell everyone to take some before they leave for a trip down to the labyrinth. But don't go thinking they're free. How many you want? We want at least 2 in our in our inventory at all times. Really important, because having while traveling down the dungeons is pretty difficult. Having to backtrack all the way up again is like brutal. You do not want to do that. Warp wires is always worth its cost. And always have to. You never know when you mess up and run out. So yeah, let's actually go down the dungeon this time. Go down the labyrinth and do some fighting after we set our skills. Okay, so okay, I didn't actually set myself to. We do want to get provoked first though, I think. Correct. Which requires def up 1. Okay, we'll do that. So Leon will just be the frontline tank. Obviously she's gonna take a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that well early on because the enemies just attack anything in the front line. And so Lexen is in a bit of a bind, so to speak. What I want to do is start. Well, is there anything else I want to get other than this stuff? that. Okay, yep, we're going for whips. I'll be always going whips for him because he gets to bind people. There, gag, shackles, and cuffs. So what binds do is that skills that enemies use require certain body part, head, arms, or legs. Well, sometimes it doesn't need a body part, but if those are, quote, bound, then they won't be able to use those skills. They'll fail when they try and use them. And that's really useful. Sort of like disabling the enemy. Okay, what we want to do... No, we don't want that. Yes, okay. What we want to do is get Agi up for him. And then max out Trickery. And you'll see why. Eventually. Healer. Naturally, we want to go for nice cure. Borrowing from a Gammer here. 1 point in cure so you can cure people. And then we should immediately go for... trying to think what. Oh yeah. We want to get this regen. We will pump up healer though. Because if we pump up cure, TP will increase at some point. Okay, and Nemi is very specific. He will be absolutely useless until later on. Oops, I forgot to give him poison. Never mind, it's fine. He'll just stand through them. Alright, let's have our first battle. 3 rats. Oh no. Let's divert their attention. We'll save Trickery for later. So our backline, only Demorigin will do damage. Oh come on, really? Run away from me? What the heck is this? It's only 5 against 2. Come on, stay and give me XP. Alright, let's go to this event. While walking through the forest, you find something furry at the trail's end. Initially thinking a creature, lower your guard upon realizing it's a boot. Could it belong to an adventurer? You weigh the options of picking up the dirty boot or leaving it where it lies. Pick up the boot. You gingerly pick up the dirty boot. It's rather heavy due to the ivory-colored stones its precious owner hid inside. As you marvel the stones, the ground begins to shift unnaturally. Dreadful monsters who likely killed the boot's owner ambush you. Yep, it's the moles, and we get a preemptive attack though, even though they quote ambushed us. Okay, so Trickery lowers the enemy's accuracy. So I want you guys to count how many times people miss against my party, because if they miss, it's because of Trickery. Most definitely. Trickery applies to all enemies, by the way. Alright, here we go. We're gonna start taking damage this turn. That's 1. That's 2. It's practically guaranteed for them to hit if they don't have Trickery on them, by the way. So, if the enemy miss, we can safely say it's because of Trickery. And that'll come more important later. We got Whitestone, which is cool. I don't think we get Whitestone for a while unless we do this event. So it's really nice that we got that. So Lian's a little bit injured, but I think she can take a little bit more damage before I need to heal her. Note, by the way, she would be really low if we didn't have to get those 3 HP charms for her. Oh boy. I think she'll still be fine this round. No, she's not fine now. Great. Don't die, Lian. Please. Okay, I'm gonna use a Medica actually. Let's see if I'm faster. Yes, I'm faster. Okay, maybe in the back line they're more likely to miss. I didn't use tricks or trickery, sorry. So speed does become very important in this game. Yeah. Having a good sense of how fast your party is. And oh right, I totally forgot I should get that quest. Whatever, let's take the shortcut back and then we'll get some quests. Still, we do have to grind a little bit. I'm not gonna provoke this time. Let's just attack. Level up, each level up gives 1 skill point. We don't need to assign them yet though. Let's go back. So I did mention that the Golden Deer Pub will offer side quests, and that's what we want to do. We're gonna be doing all the side quests. Back safe from the mission, I see. Well done, Deli Knights, kiddos. Oh, that's a bit weird sentence. I'm starting to hear about you from the off-duty soldiers. Everyone's pretty excited. So, am I right in thinking it's time to talk business? Here, at the Golden Deer, I hear all sorts of problems that only adventurers can solve. Gathering materials, wiping out monsters, you name it. I hear someone sobbing about it. And when I do, I pass the request on to you, kids like you. You're welcome to take them on. Yeah, basically, side quests. Let's do all of them. Letters, Miss Faber. You decided to take the request, have you? Good. I've been hoping someone would. This request is from an artisan right here in Etria. Hide goods are in high demand and his supplies running low. You shouldn't have a problem getting some soft hide from the forest critters. Good luck. Would like to taste it once more. An ex-explorer, I guess you could say, wants you to get some holy water from the forest spring. Supposedly you can get some of this water deep in the east side of the first floor. Careful not to slip, okay? Favorite to Shileka. Shileka's Goods is only a place in Itria to get weapons and armor. When her granddad ran the place, he'd gather materials himself to make all kinds of stuff. But ever since she inherited the place, well, the kid tries, but it's not the same. She's got her hands full just running the shop, so she could use a hand. Could you help her? Go see her and ask her if there's anything in particular she's looking for. We will. We will do that right now. So this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. Say what? Request the hand axe? Ah, now I see. You're the ones who accepted it. Let me see. The artisans made me a list. Write this down somewhere, okay? What they need is 5 pieces of hardwood and 5 hard shells. As you get all the junk, just sell them to me and I'll pass it along. Don't have to do it all at once, you hear? Bit by bit, just fine with me. Yeah. So it's a pretty nice system. Do I want to rest? No, we're fine. I should have really saved though. We could get wiped out. Ooh, scary. So we're gonna explore that event we skipped down there, and of course gather spring water while we're going back. Oh yeah, let's assign those skills, shall we? I guess you would want to upgrade these as soon as possible. I am not that concerned though. I totally forgot. What am I supposed to do? We don't want to do that. Okay, so... oh shit. Which... it's definitely head or arms. We'll go ahead. Alright, that was just me trying to decide which bind would be more useful early on. I think head would be. Now, head, like when you bind people's head, that will normally prevent like casting stuff. Most casting stuff. I totally forgot about this. Oh my goodness, never mind. That changes things a bit. So, scavenge is a useful skill you want to get, and I'm gonna make the game a little harder on myself by actually going for scavenge very early on. Okay, never mind, we'll just go be getting toxins. Scavenge, of course, increases item drop. Not by much, but good enough so that it's really handy to have somebody who has scavenge. Unfortunately though, if you go for scavenge this early on, you could be in some trouble. Unless you know what you're doing. Which, thankfully I do, so fine. Everything's fine. Now, okay, maybe I overstated Trickery's accuracy because they just mislex it. You defend. So the front line's gonna defend now until I get a cure off. I want to be. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me! Don't kill him! Oh. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to this game. You do not want to play around. That could have gone really bad really quickly. Right, let's just go for it, and then I'll cure now. Now, dying isn't so bad, you just go back to town and revive. But I don't know, maybe it's just like OCD of me, but I really like having my party in like completely equal experience gain. Like so. Which of course is destined to be ruined in the future, but oh, I like it early on, okay? Don't judge me. You step into the dead end at the forest edge, covered with brush and brambles. An old rucksack, seemingly abandoned by a past explorer, is lying at your feet. Pick it up? Of course. You peer inside the rucksack and find a number of small coins inside. Or coins. They're not small. 100N. Beautiful. So the fountain quest is that event on the bottom right side. We'll be going there. Right now, actually. I just want you guys that. Nice stuff. Eventually, Will and Nemi, being casters, will start doing 1 damage from the back line with their normal attacks. But at that point, I will get them to stop stop actually attacking because it's just a waste of time. But right now, they're totally fine in just attacking. They do contribute some damage. Critical hit. So, also doing these quests will give you money, some other kinds of rewards, and also experience, which is why you should do it. Actually, do they give experience? I don't remember. I believe they do, but we'll find out soon enough. I would highly recommend you guys get an archer, a survivalist, sorry, and do get trickery early on, because for its mana cost, trickery is so useful. I'm surprised how useful it is, and also get an alchemist and max out poison, or at least do the build that I'm doing right now. As you walk the narrow path, you see a glistening water flowing from between the rocks. Yes, we've seen this. You reach out to that water and draw from the source. You got holy water! Yeah, that's the thing we wanted for the quest. Alright, let's go back and turn it in. Hopefully though, we have enough rough hides, was it? For the other quest as well. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna need the merchant's trophy. Yeah, another cool thing about getting medicas is that the merchant can use it, who has a much higher speed, and so will most likely act first. So in case like Leanne's dying, Will is a snail though, so if you ask her to heal, she might not heal in time. Hence the emergency healing is useful. You will notice though that Lexus does outspeed the merchant sometimes. Yeah. Dark Hunters are also speedy characters, which makes them problematic in the front line, because without like all those tanky stuff I bought him, he would have just died long ago, to be honest. Yeah, we level up. But let's go to Golden Gear Pub first. Okay, so we don't have enough for the Leathersmith, but let's do this then. Obtain Medica 2. Welcome back, kids. Glad you were able to get your hands on that holy water. The client said her grandpa discovered this stuff back when he was an adventurer. He was on the verge of death when he found it, and thought it would be his last meal. Then it happened. He suddenly felt revitalized, and safely made it all the way back to town. Looks like everyday well water to me, but it saved him. No wonder he thought it was holy. I bet that girl would be thrilled to hear you found it. Thanks, everyone. I think there's really some mysterious power in this stuff. Ha! Nah, can't be. Okay. No experience. Sorry, that was other games. Damn, I keep disappointing you guys with this stuff, eh? So we want to sell certain stuff, like these soft hides we will need it for a quest, so we won't sell them yet. It's much better to like complete the quest first. You will get some items if you sell. Well, I'm trying to look for that stuff. Oh, I didn't write it down. Okay, whatever. Soft hides. I think, yeah, we just keep these soft hides. We can sell these bug wings. I think Small Fang and Beast Bone are the things I don't want to sell. Oh shit! Sorry for the huge sneeze. Alright. We're good. Let us buy... I believe we needed one more red charm, right? We'll buy that red charm. We didn't have any new equipment unlocks, so we'll do that in the future. Okay. So now we got red charm on all Nemi. As you would notice though, that Nemi has been completely useless this entire time. Don't worry, he'll become useful soon. Let's just get Provoke up more. Yeah, that's nice. And then already cost 3 DP, right? Yes. I do wanna improve Gag, but I don't want to improve it until it starts costing insane amounts of TP. Like as you see, it's increasing now. TP is a bit sparse right now, so we want to be efficient with that. Although we do want a max trickery because it's gonna be awesome. Medic will, like I said, we're going for this scavenge, so nah. Right. So I'm going down the toxin route, and we're gonna specifically max out this. Very important. Venom. But all that, we will see them next time. Let's stay the night until morning. It's always a nice habit to rest until morning, because at night you do get a higher chance to, didn't mean to do that, get ambushed, and you do not want that. Alright, so this has been it. I have to stop right now. This has been the first foray into the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. See you guys next time, where we go down to B2F. Ciao!